Welcome again. In this video, you will get an idea about the phasing strategy in Fusion 360. So I will open the tutorial file from the data panel. So from the data panel and click this cam samples, and here you can see the tutorial 1. Okay, you can double click this and open the tutorial. And I will change the workspace into manufacturing workspace. Then I will select the milling. Then I will select the 2D phase strategy. Then I will select the tool from here. I will go to tutorial metric. Then I will select the tool number 1, that is phase mill. I will select OK. Now you can see the tool is displayed here. Then go to geometry, then heights. If you want to adjust the heights, the different heights, that is the clearance height, the first height, that is the clearance height, the first height the tool rapids on its way to the start of the tool path. Then a retract height is the next height, sets the height that the tool moves up to before the next cutting pass. And next is the feed height, sets the height that the tool rapids to before changing to the feed or plunge rate to enter the part. And top height sets the height that describes the top of the cut. And bottom height determines the final machining height, depth, and the lowest depth that the tool descends into the stock. So here you can see the model bottom height is from model top, the offset value is 0 millimeter. That means this is the bottom height. Okay, now change. If you want to adjust, say if you want to adjust the clearance height to say 50 millimeter, you can adjust. So here you can see this clearance height is 50 mm from the retract height. This is the retract height. So I will adjust this retract height 20. You can see the retract height is 20 mm from the stock top, like that. Then I will go with passes and linking, no change. Then I will click OK. So you can see the tool path is generated. Go to the actions, then simulate, click the play button. You can see the phasing operation is completed. Okay, here when you click the simulate button, you can see the tool path and stock options. So this actually represents the first option actually represents this actually enable to activate the tool display and set the display options. Okay, if you want to see the tool with float only, you can click here. You can see only the tool with float is displayed. If you want to see the shaft, you can see float with shaft, and finally with holder you can see the float, shaft, and you can see the holder. Similarly the tool path also, if you want to see the tail, you can see the tail, or if you want to see tool path before position, click here, then you can see tool path before position. Or if you want to tool path after position, and tool path for operation, like that. Okay, you select tail, you can see the tail. Okay, so this stock actually represents the activate the stock display and set the display option. So these three options, this is display about the tool, this is the second one, display about the tool path, and this is display about the stock. Okay, okay, then another two options, info and statistics. Info, you can see the position, the operation, the machine, everything will be here. On in the tab verification, you can see the collisions none, volume, start volume, etc. I will click continue. You can see the collisions none, the volume is 477 and the start volume is 499.376. And in the statistics you can see the In the statistics, you can see the 1 minute. Yeah. In the statistics, you can see the machining time, machining distance, the operations, and the tool changes. Okay. I will go to again the here you can see in the browser, you can see the first strategy, phase strategy, and T1 represents tool number 1. I will right click this, edit. Then I will adjust, say the you can adjust the pass direction. So here the pass direction is 0 degree. When I will adjust this to say 45 degree, you can see the toolpath. Toolpath is like this. Go to Actions tab, then Simulate. The toolpath is like this. Okay. Then again right click, edit, go to Passes tab, then Pass Extension. So this actually this pass extension actually extend the passes beyond the machining boundary. So there will be a machining boundary, that is the distance, extend the passes beyond the machining boundary. Say I will enter this as say 25, so say rough value, say 45 millimeter. We can see what happens. And I will change this this pass direction to 0 degree. Now you can see, yeah, here you can see this is the pass extension. I will click the simulate button. So here you can see this is the extension from the machining boundary, that is called a pass extension. Then again right click here, edit. So the stock offset, this is the offset values both in X and Y direction. So I will enter this say some value, say 50 mm. Okay, this is for understanding. Okay, I will show the top view. You can see the offset in X and Y directions, some offset values. Then so that's all about the. So again so here this is the step over. This is very important. This actually specifies the horizontal step over between the passes. The value is actually calculated default by tool type. So if the now the value is 47.5, say if I will change this into 60 rough value, so what happens, you can check. Okay, just check what happens. I will go to actions, then simulate. So here you can see some amount of material is not removed. Okay, some amount of material is not removed. So that value is actually calculated by the software. So I will enter the same value, 47.5. I will enter this value as 47.5. Okay. So if everything is ready, I will go to the post process, and then I will take the controller Fanuc and operation milling. Then I will select the post button. Yeah, here you can see this is the CNC code. Okay, and this is the phasing operation code. The total number of lines is 41. And finally I will select the setup sheet, go to the setup sheet, select folder. So this is the setup sheet for this phasing operation. The total number of operations is 1, tool number 1. What about the feed rate, spindle speed, everything will be here. Tools, and how many number of tools, only one tool, and the number of operations 1. So that's all about the phasing operation.